that is an institution, sports personality, and to be voted by the British public, it was incredible, really, and just topped off an incredible year. Still, I think probably one of you can't control something like that. You know, we're very good at our sports and what we do and dealing with nerves and things. But when you're sat in an arena like that, you know, with it in other people's hands, it was very nerve-wracking. And when they announced the names, I just, you know, when I heard that Andy and Jess, and then I just assumed Mo had won it, and I thought, well, finished fourth. It was so to be announced, and obviously have David Beckham and Kate Middleton give me the award. It was an incredible evening.
And what's it been like, I suppose, the latter half of the year? Because, you know, I know the dedication that you and so many other cyclists put into the sport. The way you kind of lock down, you're in a bubble, you train so hard, you ride so hard when you're racing. You don't really get to feel the love. Has that been a revelation to you since the Tour de France, since the Olympics, even since Sunday night? Yeah,
I mean, it has. It's been... I mean, everyone says it's been overwhelming. A lot of athletes say that, but it certainly has. It's, you know, I still say, you know, left before the Tour de France, relatively unknown, and come back, and you come back to the adulation that we've received since. It has been overwhelming at times, and hard to deal with. You know, don't mind admitting, because no one teaches you, you know, what happens after your success and how to deal with everything that comes your way. I'm sat in a pub now doing an interview with you, and there's a couple of paparazzi outside waiting, you know, and you wouldn't think that was news, but to them it is, and it's been a strange thing. Some things to deal with, yeah.
Yeah, and well, let's talk about the future, because 2013 beckons. I know you're already back in training for it, and this speculation about you and Team Sky. Are you going to defend the Tour de France title, or are you targeting as your #1 target the Giro d'Italia?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's sort of seems to have made, you know, a little bit of news, and people would think it's sort of slightly controversial, but I don't think it's that difficult really to understand. I mean, it's I won the Tour last year. I would love to win a second Tour. Whether I get the opportunity to do that, who knows? But next year my challenge is to try and win the Giro d'Italia and then be ready for the Tour de France. We're very fortunate in Sky that we've got two people that can win the Tour, and Chris wants to focus on the Tour next year. But if we get to the Tour and he's the man, then, you know, that decision will be made by David Brailsford, and we all support him, professional athletes that we are, as he did with me last year. So it's we all go down that road. We've got 6 or 7 months before the Tour de France starts, so, you know, anything can happen in cycling, as like we saw with me 2 years ago. So it's always nice to have that. You know, it's a nice problem to have, and I don't see it as complicated as maybe some people may make it sound.
Yeah, I mean, because of course you concentrate on one thing at a time. I suppose you're targeting the Giro, that comes first. That's May, isn't it? It's got a couple of tasty time trials there for you as well, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, in cycling terms, the Tour of Italy is as big as the Tour. You know, it's just as historic, perhaps not as well known in the general public's eyes, but it's an incredible race, and it would be something that I would love to add to my palmarès and have up there as winner of the Tour de France and winner of the Tour of Italy. So it's something that I really want to concentrate on next year, and but then obviously to go back to the Tour as a defending champion, that'll be an incredible occasion to wear the #1 as well in a team like Team Sky with the incredible strength and depth that we have. It's going to be another great year, hopefully.
And just a reflection now on the boost that you and so many others have given to cycling in this country. And it started long before the Tour and the Olympics. Your involvement with Sky Ride and trying to spread cycling through the country. People shocked, of course, I'm sure you and your family were, when you were knocked off your bike there last month. Does that say to people, some people are saying, well, look, if the Tour de France winner can get knocked off, it's not really safe out there?
Well, yeah, I mean, I was probably, you know, I was out in the evening, it was dark, I had these incredible lights on, so there was an excuse for not seeing me. But I had, you know, cycling, yeah, it is a dangerous sport, you know. I mean, it's dangerous in the fact that you're riding on a bike. I mean, you go out running and fall off a curb or something. I mean, your danger comes with most sports, but by the nature of what we do, having to go out and train on the roads with the traffic, you know, there is a risk element to that. But, you know, it's the way it is, unfortunately, and I was out in rush hour, which probably didn't help either. So